Who is taking, oh, okay, yes. Okay.
Hello class, my name is Rochelle Ivy, and my topic is about neurology. The reason why I chose this topic is because a lot of people don't really care about their brain or what's going on in their brain. The brain is like a branch of medicine and biology. It's the functions of nervous system and the nervous that's in your body. Also, the term of neurology is the brain, and ology is study of the brain. Also, the disorders that can happen is things that a stroke, sickness, not taking care of yourself. Also, the main point is drinking water. I have a disorder of seizures. Seizures can cause stress. I stress a lot. If you stress a lot, it can cause a seizure. And I have to go to a neurology for an MRI. An MRI is like a scan to see what's going on in your brain. I had to do a sleeping test to see if I had seizures when I was sleeping. And I have, and I did. I had one when I was doing the testing. Also, medication can cause different diseases. Like I'm taking medication, and they talking about having probably some cancer. I don't know. And this, I'll be going to each doctor to see what's going on. Also, neurology is basically, I just want to make sure people take care of their brain. It's like an earthquake, you don't know what's going to happen. The brain is like controlling your own body. Also, maybe in my future, I'll probably be a neurologist to tell people about their brain, and hopefully they will understand. And that's about it.
Okay.
Any questions about the brain?
Questions, y'all? Come on, what are your questions after hearing these good thoughts?
Questions?
Okay, Antoinette, here's your question.
Just make up some questions, y'all.
She spoke up.
Is it true that the right control the left and the left control the right?
Say
The
that
right
again.
side of your brain
I mean,
control the left side and the
yes,
left side.
the right side, how it goes. The right side controls what you do, and the left side is what you can't do. Basically, it's like, even though your body wants to do this, but it's up to your brain. Like drinking, you never know what's going to happen after drinking.
Never know.
What's your question?
Oh, no, I didn't have a question. I just said you never know.
Well, think about something that you might want to know.
Do you have a question, Miss Stewart?
I do have a question. You told me earlier
Yes.
that you were 17
Yes. When I had my first.
when you had your first seizure.
Correct.
Up until that time, did you ever think about your brain that much before that? Did you just expect it to work like it was supposed to?
No, I was just, minding my business. I was just like, I'm a senior, I'm gonna do what I wanna do.
And then one day,
It's just out the blue, I was doing dishes and I failed.
so how did that make you feel?
Kind of, like, I lost my independence. So it's like I have to depend on somebody, take me here and there. I can't drive at this moment. And it's hard, so. Now it's just like, don't stress. That's the only thing that's on my mind. Don't stress. If you can't do it, you'll do it again. There's always a second chance.
and it's really true, and let me tell you, I have a friend who had, like I told you, petit mal seizures, and she got mad at her husband one day, and she went to apply, she was going to apply for a job, and she went on for a job, and she was up stressed. Stress brings this on more than anything almost. So that's a vicious cycle. And she was very stressed when she got in the car. And she had a terrible 7-car accident. She had at a major intersection, she passed out. And so there was a 7-car accident, and one girl who was about 25 was killed. And, you know, she has had to live through that and, you know, wish that she had not driven. And, you know, once again, I think I told you about my daughter. A lot of times we think, you know, we don't have to take our medication anymore. We feel great. And that you feel great usually because you're taking your medication.
Right.
That's what's keeping you from having episodes that can be problems. What would you advise, why do you think it's so important to tell someone like Xavier, who has his phone out and is going to be in trouble in about 1 minute? What do you think? What do you think is a good? Why do you want him to know this information?
You never know. You have one life to live.
I mean, the only thing like I see is like, you know how you like have to educate the other people around them to like, so they know what to do when they have seizures and stuff like that. So I feel like that's something we all should be aware about, you know, stuff like that. Cause
Very good. Okay, what do you worry about as you give this presentation to the class? Rochelle, what do you worry about as far as information getting to them?
I wouldn't say worry, it's just take better care of yourself. I wouldn't say worry, it's
Okay. Are you though kind of maybe afraid that they won't? That they'll say, oh, that's never going to happen to me? And not think about what you said?
I mean, if they say that, it's their body, so it's up to them. Everybody can do whatever they want.
Okay, okay. So you're just explaining how this feels, yes?
and you said it was triggered by like stress and stuff like that.
Yes, really.
Wow.
Like stress, if you like overdo it.
Yeah.
I thought a seizure occurred when like you don't have that much oxygen in your brain.
No, it's not, it's not that, it's different blood cells. Right now, I'm suffering with white blood cells. And my medication did that before I started. So it's like, I have to go back and to see what I can do to build up my white blood cells. I'm
Do you
always
eat a lot of
cold.
yogurt?
Huh?
Yogurt?
I don't drink anything that's like cold. I don't like my water cold. I don't like anything cold like that. But yeah, as you see, I'm drinking something that's cold, which is coffee. I drink every blue moon that's cold, but I don't really drink cold stuff.
So like, what would you say would be like a good way to like prevent?
Prevent.
Yeah, I mean.
You know, me, I check up on my appointments. That's one thing. Make sure you take your medication on time. See, before I had started my medication, I said, okay, I'm taking it. But I had, it was my fault in January. I had a seizure. It was my fault to not take my medication the right way, like the doctor told me. And now I feel great, but you got to continue taking your medication.
So is there like a point where you stop taking the medication, like a point where you're done with the medication, or you just have to keep taking it?
To keep taking it.
So you have to take it for the rest of your life?
Yeah. I just don't, for me, I don't want to stop it at all. If I know I feel great for like 10 years, I'm still could take it. It's just like what she said. I had the same thing, by a car accident. But I know when my seizures gonna come on. I know when it's gonna come on. So I pulled over. I had one. It
right now, and he always constantly going to the hospital because he has seizures. So I know how serious it is.
And you know, the biggest thing I think that she's saying is, take your medication.
Yeah.
Do what your doctor says. If he thinks you can come off your medication, he will let you know, he or she will let you know,
I mean,
right?
I don't
Will it ever
believe
get to that point though, where you wouldn't have to take any more medication?
I mean, they probably say, hey, you're doing great. Let's not take the medication no more.
you will still take it.
I'll still take it.
Just because.
Just because.
You think it's the medication or do you think it's God? Because even when you take the
Okay. Because my medication's out here, you know. Yeah.
even when you take the medication, anything can happen, but you feel as though God protecting you and keeping you,
I believe it.
or you think it's the medication.
I mean, I believe both. I mean, God got your back, nobody else but God. I mean, they probably have family, but you never know what they do behind your back. So I believe in God.
Yeah, well, let's just say it's safe enough to just take the medication and not.
Right, and throughout your life, most likely, from my experience, sometimes your medication will have to be tweaked by your doctor. If you start having problems, you know, as you get older, maybe this isn't gonna work as well for you and he'll tweak it and find something better that he likes better, but that's all, you know, that's all a part of it. But thank goodness you're smart enough to know, to look out for, with the warning signs, to look out for what could cause a problem.
And if I have one, I know how to control it. It's just my left hand tingles. If I step out, that should, you know. So I know when it's going on.
Good for you. You're very lucky.
Yeah.
Because some
Yes.
people don't.
I have a cousin who
But-
just recently passed from seizure. She was at, I mean, I didn't know her, but she was at a bus stop, getting ready to get on the bus, and she suffered a seizure, and then suffered a